Eat the Weak. Not a call for cannibalism, but a mindset to dominate. Total domination not only of your competitors, but of yourself. No one said it'd be easy. Conflict crafts character. Devour weakness, doubt, fear, and feeble excuses. Consume them before they consume you. Eat the weak. And so that's a message and a mindset that we hand off. And through all of our training programs, like the expectation, as I mentioned earlier, you can control attitude, effort, and your movement. You know if you're short in a squat. You know if you're skipping reps, cutting rounds, half-assing through your warm-up, which then translates into the it's taking 1-2 strength sets to truly get warmed up, and you cost yourself that opportunity, that potential. So that's one thing there, man. And we feel as well that culture is everywhere. Whether you're an athlete or a coach or a parent through Power Athlete, we're hoping and aiming to empower that performance, man. And if performance is simple as just waking up every day and feeling damn good about your body through movement and going and crushing your work or family or life.
Yep. It's interesting. I think culture is also been huge. I've got a 6-year-old boy, and he does jiu-jitsu, but I take him into the club whenever I get a chance. And now at 6, you don't have to tell him, but he'll walk up to everyone and he'll shake their hand. That's what he does, because he sees that. He thinks that's normal. He sees these guys train all the time, so all he wants to do now is, he's got himself like doing Nordics. He's got himself doing push-ups. He'll be all doing all those sort of things. And I love that, because I want him to grow up around that physical culture, but also that real good man culture. That's good. And the Eat the Weak is great, but I think Owen had a better one when he used to play. I think it was he used to draw crosshairs on people's faces and put kill and destroy. Is that?
That's what worked for me. Yeah, I think just being a 19, 20-year-old and it's almost, you get yourself, you're so. It's quite nerve-wracking at that age when you're coming up against men. It's like, man, what am I going to do to frickin' prove my point? And even now, I think I could learn something from that, because as you get older, I think you get a bit more nonchalant. But man, you can't beat that just in a drive to just want to, basically you want to hurt people, in our job. But if you could do it with some skill, and while keeping your head, it's a big advantage.
Oh yeah. Owen, talk to us about your leadership techniques. Do you go out of your way to help mentor the young guys, or you look for them to do something wrong, then say something? Like, what's your approach? Get out in front of it, or aim to correct and guide from the back end?
Yeah, I think, when the All Blacks is sort of forced upon us that, you're each other's best coaches. So it's sort of your duty really to, if you notice something, to give feedback, or I'm scrummaging against the guy and he's doing something, you want to beat each other and you're competing. But if he's, not doing something right, you've really got to tell him. At the same time, I've never tried to impress anything on anyone. If there's a guy underneath me, I'm not going to go over, and I suppose I'm not going to go out of my way to tell him what I think he should do to get better, unless it's glaringly obvious and it's hurting him. I prefer to sit back and, if they come up to me with a question or anything like that, I'll give all my time in the world. And same thing goes the other way. If a young guy comes up to me and gives me feedback, I'll take it, because it's only going to make me better. It's a part of, I suppose, being humble and coachable. But yeah, I suppose my leadership style, like I said, I like to listen and gather my thoughts properly and then speak. So, what I get across is clear and obvious, not just, I think we've all been in a team where you're the young guy and you've just got the same guys speaking over and over. And a lot of the times they're just repeating what the coach is saying, but then you have the guy who, you can really tell he's listening about things. And when he speaks, he's got a good point to say, and it resonates with everyone. Whether I've done that or not, I'm not sure, but that's I suppose that's what I like to do.